Of course, I-5 in the foreground, the Morrison Bridge over to the left, and you can see where City Fair will be taking place over the next couple of weeks there. In a slate gray sky, by the way, over downtown Portland. Those clouds yielding some light rain. I think the bark a little worse than the bite. Not all of this is reaching the ground, but certainly where you see the darker green and the yellows, it is. It's actually raining at a pretty good clip now in portions of Columbia and Washington counties. So get ready in Bethany and even into the West Hills of Portland here. We're going to start seeing some moderate rain over the next little bit. We're mild to start our Saturday morning, 52. Last check at PDX, 49 in the Dalles Bend at 45. Big picture across the state. Nobody terribly cold this morning. I guess Baker City at 39. That's a little chilly, but you'll warm up likely into the 60s this afternoon, and you're likely to get wet even on that side of the state as this potent storm system continues tracking eastward. Again, the live scan of radar showing some rain now, maybe even a little bit of moderate rain out towards Hillsborough, and then about ready to cross out of Columbia County over the Columbia River and into western Clark County. So be on the lookout for that. And where we don't see rain yet, in portions of the Central Oregon Coast Range, don't worry, there's plenty coming your way. There's our storm system. It's actually, believe it or not, it is still deepening. It's still developing as it approaches the Oregon coast. So the clouds are going to fill in. The wind is likely to ratchet up, especially along the Oregon coast and the central and southern Willamette Valley. I'll show you that with Futurecast in just a second. But in terms of the rain, I think we're going to be on and off wet, more wet than not as we go through the day today. And this is what Futurecast shows us at lunchtime. And note the little curve or the curl in the rain. That's kind of Futurecast picking up on the low center itself as it comes ashore, maybe somewhere around Newport or so, and then drifts on off to the south and east. And that keeps Portland, Vancouver, Longview on the northern periphery and generally in a light to moderate rain situation for much of this afternoon and this evening. It's possible that we hear some thunder in the central and southern Willamette Valley as well. As the system pulls away, we turn into a cool and showery weather pattern for Saturday. So between today and or Sunday, I should say. So between today and tomorrow, it looks like the I-5 corridor picks up, half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain, easily double that in the coast range and at the coast. And even central and eastern Oregon, you folks are going to get wet with this. I mentioned the breeze is going to pick up. Check this out. This is Futurecast at 5 o'clock. Portland, I don't know that the wind gets here, but Salem, Corvallis, Eugene, and the Oregon coast, look at the wind arrows and the wind intensity. We could see some 40-mile-an-hour gusts in that part of our viewing area as this system comes ashore. It works its way over the Cascades. The wind subsides a bit on the west side, but eastern Oregon will have a very breezy day tomorrow. And last but not least, the snowfall. Yes, it is late May. It is Memorial Day weekend. And we have a winter weather advisory in effect for the Oregon Cascades. Snow levels dip to as low as 4,500 feet late tonight. So I don't think the passes are going to be trouble. Maybe the San Em could get a little snowy because that, of course, gets up to about 5,000 feet. But you want to talk about some weather whiplash. I know the timing is really poor here, but we start to clear out Monday. And then Tuesday, it's like it never happened. Mostly sunny, 78. Wednesday, mostly sunny, 82. Yes, those would both be the warmest days of the year so far.
Well, that's okay. I can handle a little whiplash.
It's a potent little weather system that's coming our way.
Yeah, it really is.
And unfortunately, down in Eugene, it's going to be wet and
the wind.
there as well.
Yeah, that's something else.